My dear, would you live with me where love doesn't end, only grows? Can you feel it? A home built not of walls, but of love, forever. Will you be the home I never want to leave forever? In your arms, I find my forever home. Would you live there with me? A life with you is a promise, a bond. Would you take that leap with me? What if love became our home and we never had to leave? Would you stay by my side where time stands still and love never fades? Would you share the quiet moments with me forever? Or is your heart too restless? Can I be the home where you never have to search for peace again? Let's build a future where every day feels like home together. Would you stay even when the world outside falls apart? In the silence between us, can you hear the promise of forever? Will you grow old with me in a place where time only makes us stronger? Could your love be my forever shelter from the storms of life? Would you live with me where every sunrise feels like home? When everything changes, can we stay rooted in each other's hearts? I want to make our hearts the home where nothing can break us apart. Could you love me enough to make every moment feel like eternity? Would you be my forever or just a passing moment in time? I'm asking for forever, not in the years, but in the moments with you. Can we live in a world where love is our permanent address? Would you choose me over and over like a never-ending story? Would you live with me in a space where love is all we need? In the quiet of the night, can you hear our forever calling? Could we make our hearts the safest home for all time? Would you stay with me until the stars forget to shine? Could you love me in a way that makes time irrelevant? Will you share this journey with me, forever anchored in love? I've already made a home in your heart. Will you come live in mine? Can you imagine us growing old in a love that never dies? Would you stay when the world feels too big and we feel too small? Let's build a future where every step leads us back to each other. Would you walk beside me in a love that never knows distance? In your eyes, I see forever. Will you make it our reality? Will you make our love permanent, even when everything else fades? If love could last forever, would you choose to live in it with me? Could we write our forever, one chapter at a time together? Will you be my permanent home, no matter where we are? If love could be a place, would you call it home with me? Can you stay when forever is more than just a word? Would you be my today and every tomorrow forevermore? Can we live in a love that doesn't need to end ever? Could you let me be your forever, your never-ending home? Can I be the one you never want to leave, the one you choose always? Would you hold my hand, not just today, but forever? Can we make the future ours, built on a love that doesn't let go? Will you love me like a home, steady and unwavering forever? In my arms, can you see forever? Would you choose me over a lifetime of loneliness? Can you live in a world where you're my forever and I'm yours? Will you stay even when love feels like the only thing left? Can we live in a space where love never fades and time has no end? Would you live with me where even silence feels like home? Can we promise each other forever, no matter where life leads? Will you choose to stay even when forever feels like the hardest promise? Could we make our forever more than just a dream? Will you be the one I never want to let go of, no matter the time? Would you be the one who makes my heart feel like home, always? Can we build a forever that no one else can touch? Can you see a future where love is our constant, no matter the challenges? Could we make our hearts an unbreakable home, no matter what comes? Will you choose me, not for today, but for all the tomorrows? Can we make our love the place where nothing ever hurts? Would you be the home that never needs to be rebuilt? Will you let me be the love that doesn't end, the place you return to? Can we live in a forever where we're never apart? Would you stand by me even when the world tells us it's impossible? Could we live in the kind of love that's too strong to break? Will you choose me forever, no matter how the world changes around us? Can we make every day together feel like an eternity? Would you be my constant when everything else fades away? Will you stay in a love where the question of forever never needs to be asked? Could we create a life where love always feels like the beginning? Would you make your heart my home for all the days to come? Can we make our hearts the safest place to fall? Forever? Would you stay, not just today, but for every tomorrow? Will you choose me every time for all of eternity? Can you see a forever where we're never apart? Will you be my reason to stay, my reason to believe in forever? If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Will you stay with me no matter how much time passes? Can we build a life where love is the only constant? Could we make each moment count and let that be our forever? Will you love me, not just today, but in every lifetime? Could we make our hearts the only home we ever need? Would you share this life with me, where love makes us permanent? Can we make forever feel like a promise we'd ever break? Will you love me in a way that doesn't need to end? Could you be the home I never need to leave? Would you stay when the world tells you to go? Can we build a future where our love never fades? Will you be the one I come home to every single day? Can we make forever as real as every heartbeat we share? Would you make a life with me where love is the only answer? Can we promise forever, even in the face of the unknown? Will you choose to live in a love that's always ready to stay? Can we make the impossible our reality together? Would you make forever more than a word, something real, something ours? Can you stay when everything else in life tells you to leave? Will you be my forever, not just in words, but in every action? Would you choose me every time, even when the world falls apart? Can we live where love is enough to carry us through anything? Will you stay even when the silence between us says everything? Would you take my hand, knowing forever is all we need? Could we create a future where we never have to say goodbye? Can we make every moment together feel like eternity? Will you build a forever with me, one step at a time? Can we grow old together, knowing love never loses its strength? Would you choose to live in a place where time doesn't matter, only love? Could we make our forever a reality, not just a dream? Will you let me be the one you come back to always? Can we make our love the home we never want to leave? Would you stay even when it feels like everything else is drifting? Can we find forever in each other's hearts, no matter the world's chaos? Will you make our forever the most beautiful place to live? Could you live with me where love heals every scar? Will you stand by me through every storm, every season? Can we live in a love that grows deeper every single day? Would you promise me forever, even when the world is uncertain? Can we make our hearts a home where nothing can tear us apart? Will you love me in a way that stays, no matter the distance? Could you be my constant when everything else changes? Would you stay by my side even in the darkest hours? Can we live in a love that's stronger than fear, deeper than time? Would you make our forever the reason you never look back? Could we create a lifetime together where nothing is ever missing? Will you love me, not just in the good times, but always? Can we make our love the safest place to fall forever? Would you choose me even when everything else feels uncertain? Can we live in a place where love always finds its way home? Would you promise me a forever that can't be broken? Will you stay even when the world is telling you to leave? Can we make every moment together feel like a lifetime of love? Would you be the one I turn to every time I need comfort? Can we make our hearts the forever home, no matter what life brings? Would you choose a life with me, one where love never fades? Can we live in a world where every day is a step towards forever? Would you choose me even when the world says it's too hard? Will you make our love the only answer, forever and always? Could we live in a home where every heartbeat says forever? Will you love me in a way that makes forever our reality? Can we build a love that never fades, even when everything else changes? Would you promise me a love that doesn't have an end? Could we make our forever more than just a thought, but a way of life? Will you choose me even when time is not on our side? Can we create a place where love never stops growing? Would you live in a love that never asks for anything but your heart? Could you stay knowing that forever is waiting for us? Will you stay by my side no matter the obstacles we face? Can we create a future where every day feels like home? Would you make every moment count and let that be our forever? Could we live where love feels eternal, untouched by time? Would you promise me a lifetime of love without hesitation? Can we make forever feel like a place we'd never have to leave? Would you be the one who makes forever feel like the only choice? Can we stay in a love where nothing can tear us apart? Would you choose me for all the days of our forever? Can we make our forever a reality where we never feel alone? Would you live with me, knowing that love is the only thing we need? Could we create a love that's timeless, where we never fear the future?